Babe. Babe. Did you find it yet? I can't find the rest of them if I don't have this.
What's up guys, Matt back again with another video, and today we're going to be doing a tier list of one of this year's newest Ichiban Kujis, Dragon Ball vs. Omnibus Beast. But like always guys, before we dive into the video, please remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, ring the bell notification so that way you get notified whenever I make a brand new video, like this video if you enjoy it, and of course, comment your thoughts down below in the comment section at the end of the tier list so we can have a discussion on it. Also guys, if you'd like to consider becoming a member of the channel, it's only $3 a month. You can find more info in the description of this video so that way you can get access to our Discord server. There you can talk to me directly every day as often as you like and get helpful tools and tips from an awesome Dragon Ball community as you venture on your journey as a Dragon Ball collector. Alright guys, I'm working on getting Brian back. I'm very close. I'm just looking for a particular item. Can't really talk about what it is. It's very secret stuff. If these items got into the wrong hands, then, you know, the Earth would be in desperate trouble. So without further ado, let's jump into our tier list. It's on the screen now. But yeah, guys, I would really like to talk about this tier list. I'm pretty excited about it overall. The last two Ichiban Kuji sets, Battle on Planet Namek and Fierce Men of the Turtle Hermit School that I reviewed, I liked them. They weren't my favorites. I think there are some really great figures in those sets, but the set overall kind of dragged it down a little bit for me. Whereas this one I was really excited about. I'm a big fan of the Buu Saga, as you guys might know, and I really enjoyed Dragon Ball Super Superhero, and you know, we have a lot of notable characters and forms from both of those sources or areas of Dragon Ball within this set. So I really did like this set. This was the first set that I opened this year that I was like, yeah, this is some good stuff. So hopefully we keep that going as I catch up on some of the other 2023 Ichiban Kuji sets. But without further ado, let's go into this. I do want to do a quick disclosure. This is my opinion. That doesn't make your opinion wrong. In fact, I think it's a lot more fun when we have differing opinions on some of these figures. And you know, one of my biggest goals of this channel is to grow a community and to grow this hobby, not only for myself, but for you guys. So I want us all to enjoy this and all grow together as a community. That's why the Discord server's there. That's why we do videos like the Tier Maker. That's why I collaborate with other Dragon Ball content creators. Hopefully, hey, Mass and DBZ Collector, hit me up, bro. Hit me up. I have my email on the homepage of my channel. There's a Twitter link. There's plenty of sources there. Hit me up. We need to collaborate ASAP. But without all that YouTuber stuff all the way, let's start with number 7 in the set. Probably to nobody's surprise, it's base Gotenks. So I really did enjoy base Gotenks. I enjoyed both of the Gotenks figures in general. I think they're really good figures. Yes, they are on the smaller side. I think they are retailing for the Ichiban Show release at about $50 at the recording of this video, which, yes, I do agree, too high of a price for figures of this size. The quality is there. I think the only areas that I think were not so great, the shading of their hair could have been a little bit better, and if you face forward, they have like that anime mark on their head, so it kind of looks awkward when you look at them from the front. They look a lot better from the side, which, you know, that happens with some Ichiban Kuji figures, but they're not bad in any way at all. I think they're the best Gotenks figures on there. I've talked to some people after my Gotenks video went up, and, you know, some people still prefer the Grandista. Some people still prefer the Master Stars piece. I think these two are much better in quality. The Grandista has hollow legs. It doesn't have like any shading at all. whereas these definitely have those two areas. They're high quality sculpts. They have shading all throughout. They capture the source material perfectly, like the Super Saiyan Gotenks does. But I would have preferred this Gotenks to either have just been an E-moving with the Super Saiyan, or he should have been in a different pose, like the Master Stars piece, where he's got his hands basically on his waist. That's, I think, what he looked like when he first appeared in the manga. So, not a bad figure. I'm going to leave him in 7th place, though, because I do think a lot of the other figures within the set are a lot better. But this next figure might... this might piss some people off. I'm going to put in 6th place the A prize Beast Gohan. And while we're at it, let's just get ahead of this and do this and this. So let's talk about Beast Gohan. I think a lot of people do like this figure, especially the last one prize. I was probably anticipating the Beast Gohan in this set above all else. I love Beast Gohan as a form. I love Gohan as a character. The figure was awesome because they put him in a different pose than the other superhero Gohan figures we've been getting, where he's just standing there. This one has him in his special beam cannon, and they didn't reuse his body sculpt, so it's like, wow. But, man, with all of that, though, there are just some things that disappointed me with this figure. I did say in my review he didn't have any shading on his gi. I can see it now. It's just very subtle because the colors were so dark, so pardon me for missing it during the review. First and foremost, the A prize, it's like, what the heck, dude? It's just the last one prize, but he's with his hand open instead of the special beam cannon pose, which is just weird. His hair is very dull in the A prize. Like, it's not bad or anything. The sculpt is good, but like the color just looks super dull and not that great to look at. I think he's over here somewhere on the shelf. But actually, one second. So I went ahead and grabbed the last one prize at the very least, because the A prize has very dull hair. His face is slightly different. Like, his eyes, I think, are squinted a little bit more. Like, he's a little more focused. And obviously the difference in his hand. And those are the only differences. The last one prize is obviously the better one of these figures. I mean, look, it's a good size. I'm going to always use my head as a comparison. So, good size Gohan figure for sure. Awesome pose. I like the metallic finish for the last one prize. It does suck that you're going to have to pay a little bit extra to get this overseas and imported because it's a last one prize. But, yeah. It's his face. Like, his face isn't bad. I just think it looks a little unfinished. His production images look a lot better. I think over time I've warmed up to it because, frankly, I almost put Beast Gohan, both of his figures, in last place for this tier list. But I have warmed up to this figure a little bit in the past few days. I like the detail of the sculpt. I like the detail of his muscles, the shading. It's really just down to, number one, why didn't they make like Cell Max the last one prize? I know that would suck for people who don't buy figures overseas or don't like buying them for a premium, but like, it's kind of weird to just have these two Gohans as like, you know, and just his face looks a little unfinished to me, which is a little disappointing, especially compared to a lot of the other figures likeness in this set. So I wish they had done a little bit better of a job on Beast Gohan's face. That's a big thing for me. Like, what's the face look like? If it's messed up or so bad that I can't ignore it, then it kind of brings it down for me. This one isn't so bad I can't ignore it, but there are some things, like, they should have colored in the lines that are around his eyes to make it look a little more detailed. They did slightly, but I would have used maybe darker colors or something to emphasize maybe his mouth or his nose or something. I don't know. It just does kind of bother me. I'm sure some people will disagree with me, and that's okay. But I do think the other three figures in the set are a lot better than the Beast Gohan. So hopefully the Omnibus Brave one will be a little bit better. But, I mean, this one's still the best Beast Gohan figure I've seen, hands down. Special beam cannon looks awesome. Great size, you know. So it's not bad, just a little disappointing. Okay, number 3. Number 3, I wish I could have put him at number 1, but there is just one blemish that keeps me from doing that, and that's Super Buu. I'm going to put him in 3rd place for this Kuji set. I love Majin Buu. I think Super Buu is probably my favorite form of Majin Buu, specifically when he absorbs Gohan. But I think all Majin Buu is just so freaking cool. But this one's really amazing. He's right here, right over here. Got him. All right, yeah, this one's just awesome. I really love the shading that they did for this figure, man. The way that he just pops, like the good mixtures of pinks on him, really, really cool. Obviously, the iconic pose that you always see Super Buu in. His likeness, definitely the best one. Out of everyone in this set, he looks the best in the face. I really, really love that about him. It's just that they separated his head from his neck, and you can see it, and it's just like, man, why didn't you just cover that up or just make it a full sculpt? That part is just a little disappointing, but it's not that distracting to the point where, like, you know, every time I look at it, I'm like, oh, look at that thing, especially because, like, when you look at it from a distance, you don't even really notice it. So him chilling on my shelf really is not going to point out that little blemish. His size, the likeness, the figure itself, guys, like Super Buu's here finally as an Ichiban Kuji. You don't have to go hunt down the Figure Arts Zero or their Figure Arts whatever Super Buu that's out there. This one is great. So I love this one. Really happy that they went ahead and did Super Buu for Ichiban Kuji. So hopefully Bandai continues to bring us a lot more. But let's move on to the number 2 spot for this Ichiban Kuji. Okay, number 2 and number 1 might surprise you guys. I'm going to go ahead and place both while talking about number 2. But this was really hard. I think this set has a lot of great figures in it. Most of them are 100% worth picking up. I would say the last one, Prize Beast, Gohan, and up on this list. Definitely pick them up. And if you like Gotenks, it's a great choice for you as well. But number 2, I'm going to put Cell Max, and number 1, Orange Piccolo. So let's talk about Cell Max. Let me go grab him. All right, so I have this big boy in front of me, which he's not a Master Lee's Extra, but he might as well be because he's big. He is a big boy. A lot of people were like, yo, why isn't this the last one prize? Like, people thought this would be a last one prize-esque figure, but man, he's big and he's really detailed. They went with a more realistic look for him. They have this black coating all around the figure, which just makes him, I guess, look a little more makes him look a little more disgusting and monstrous. I saw a video by the Masked Saiyan comparing this with the Perfect Cell Last One prize from Omnibus Great, and I do see that there are a lot of differences. Obviously, this is a brand new sculpt, but there are some repurposed parts from that Last One prize cell. The arms, the torso, they just changed it a little bit, and his wings are the same. There are some parts of those figures that are certainly the same, and they repurposed in a way to probably make it easier to make one of these Cell Max figures. That's my best guess, because if you take a close look at it, there's definitely some parts that have been reused and repurposed. But regardless of that, this figure is a freaking masterpiece. It's awesome. It's perfect in every way. I can't really find any fault with it. The only fault that I can think of is, I don't like Cell Max. Which I know there's some people that don't like Cell Max. I think he's cool. I think the concept is cool. I know people like Cell because he's intelligent, but this isn't Cell. This is a different character. And I think the contrast between intelligent Perfect Cell and monstrous Cell Max is way better, because you're not sitting there comparing him directly to Cell, because he's different. He's a different character. Subverts our expectations like Toriyama does. And I think it works because he's just like this big kaiju monster that they have to fight. So yeah, I really like Cell Max. And for him to get a figure, fairly quickly within a year of the movie's release, it's pretty awesome. The figure's amazing. Everything from its details, his face, the colors, like so good. So thank you so much, Bandai, for making such a wonderful figure. But In my opinion, he's great, but he couldn't beat Orange Piccolo in this set. All right, Giga Chad Piccolo. Mr. Chad Piccolo, Steal Yo Girl Piccolo. Man, this is awesome. I think this should have been maybe a Master Lee's Extra as well, because he's pretty big. He's like almost 12 inches. I guess Master Lee's Extra, like they make him 14 inches, so maybe that's why. I thought they were like getting rid of the name, but then the Fierce Men of the Turtle Hermit School has an E moving in it, so maybe they're not getting rid of the name. Very confusing, Bandai. Clarify. But anyways, Orange Piccolo really stole it from me. He's my favorite part of the movie. I think Orange Piccolo as a form is just a cool concept of how, you know, it's full circle with Piccolo's journey, and he's finally... Shenron is his dragon, so he finally gets his dragon's power back now that it's moved on to a new god with Dende. But it's just so cool, and the symbol on his back means it's like a respect for the Namekians, so it's a Namekian symbol. And just, he's so cool. He's so cool. And the pose, I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for figures that are based off of Toriyama illustrations. So the pose and everything that it was based off of was Toriyama's drawing of Orange Piccolo when he was creating the concept, I guess, and sending it to Toei to be like, here he is for the movie. So really cool. Yeah, but the details on this figure, besides the size, right? And the likeness is perfect. He looks exactly like Orange Piccolo from the movie. I like the pose with him walking forward. I really do like the shading that was done in this figure. You know, the good blends of dark and light oranges and yellows and reds for his skin. You can see shading all throughout his gi. And I don't know, man, he just demands a lot of attention. Even though Cell Max is the bigger one, I feel like he demands more attention because of his pose, him just walking forward, bro. Like, he's so cool. And I just can't get over that fact. I was gonna give it to Cell Max, but I couldn't. I just think this figure is so cool. So that's my list, guys. We got Base Gotenks in 7th, A Prize Beast Gohan in 6th, Super Saiyan Gotenks in 5th, Last One Prize Beast Gohan in 4th, Super Buu in 3rd, Cell Max in 2nd, and Orange Piccolo in 1st place. Overall, I am going to give this set a 4 out of 5. I think it's a A-tier set. It's not quite S-tier. I think there are a lot of figures that are worth picking up immediately. I think most of them are at least good quality and nothing less. None of these figures are average or low quality at all. And I think they did a spectacular job in especially the top 4 of this set. But what do you guys think? Please let me know your tier list in the comments below. I'll link this tier list in my description, so that way you can make your own and you can link it to other people, save it, share it on Twitter, whatever you want to do. But yeah, that's the list, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's talk about this in the comment section. Like this video, consider becoming a member so we can talk on Discord, and of course, I will see you all in the next video. Next. Will you hurry it up already?
Yeah, I'm sorry. My bad. Didn't mean to keep you waiting. I know. Lord Beerus' attendant was bringing me back my phone. Okay? My bad.
Yeah. I don't need your excuses. Anyways, King Yema's ready to see you. Right this way, Mr. Tryhard.
Thank you.
And then I said, Yema lock her. I barely know her.
Hey, King Yema.
Why, hello there again, Mr. TattedCharizard. Went and got yourself killed again?
Yeah.
Ugh. How did you do it this time?
Yeah, I was training because I want to pull a God Rare on my channel, so I figured I'd do a little bit of training and stuff, and went a little too hard there and blew myself up, you know. But yeah, I just got done talking to Whis a minute ago. He brought me back my phone. You don't got to worry about. I mean, you can check me in if you want to, but I mean, Matches Peaches.
Whoa. You know the illustrious and exceedingly handsome Matches Peaches?
Yeah, the very same. The one with the greatest Dragon Ball figure review channel on YouTube. Yeah, him. He's gonna be He said he's gonna get all the Dragon Balls and bring me back. So if you just want to, I can go. Well, I would go say sit down, but no legs. But I can go float over there if you want and just hang out until he's ready to revive me. I'm sure it'll be like any.
Brian, have I ever told you about the wonders of my desk?
What?
Oh, god damn it, here he goes. My desk!
Yeah, it looks fine to me.
Fine? Why, my boy, this desk is made out of 100% genuine mahogany.
Mahogany.
Yes, my boy, the most powerful warriors of the universe have never laid eyes on such a thing.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we have mahogany down on Earth. Yes, I know what it is.
Yes, but my desk is made of the exquisite minerals of mahogany.
Yeah, I see the craftsmanship. It looks good. Mm-hmm.
You see, when I was a young boy, mahogany was pretty hard to find in these parts. You couldn't find it here or there, and you couldn't find it quite
Mahogany,
right in the
yep.
right ground.
Yep,
Sometimes
it is.
was
Sure
a
is
little
made of
too
mahogany.
red, but,
It sure
it
is.
really helped with the joints. When you ate it for breakfast, when you slept with
Yeah,
it before bed,
yeah,
gosh, when
yeah,
you went out
yeah,
on
ma,
a date,
hey.
sometimes mahogany would
What-
get a little frisky.
I look. Your desk is great, man.
Just hit
Mahogany
that
all the
spot
way.
right
Team
up there,
mahogany.
if you know what
But
I'm talking about.
can
Mahogany
I
is probably
can I just
the
go wait
one
over
true
there
love
now?
of Huh? Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, and Brian,
What?
don't forget mahogany.
Mahogany. Yep, I won't forget. I won't forget, man. Thank you. Okay, I'll be over here. Yep. Okay. Thank you. Yep.
You see, when I was a young boy, mahogany was pretty hard to find in these parts. You couldn't find it here or there, and you couldn't find it quite right in the right brown. Sometimes it was a little too red, but it really helped with the joints. When you ate it for breakfast, when you slept with it before bed, gosh, when you went out on a date with it, sometimes mahogany would get a little frisky, I'd say. And mahogany just hit that spot right up there, if you know what I'm talking about. Mahogany is probably the one true love of my life. I can't think of anything else besides mahogany that would really fulfill my soul. Mahogany never lies. It never speaks. It's quite perfect in that way. Poetic. And I just love mahogany. I could go on and on and on and just say mahogany whenever I wanted to. Mahogany, mahogany, mahogany. I might even write a song about mahogany. Mahogany is the love of my life, and it will never change in that way.